Who doesn't love a beautifully decorated home? I know I do, I'm obsessed. Or even the opportunity to create magazine-worthy spaces on a budget. Well, we know a woman who does just that. Joining us today on this Trending Tuesday is Monica Benavidez. Welcome, Monica.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm thrilled to be here.
Yes, so if you don't recognize Monica already, she is an amazing woman who is amazing at what she does. Let's share with our friends what you do and what you're known for here in the Coastal Bend.
Well, I'm all about having the look for less, and I think right now, as we were talking about dream homes, I feel like anyone can create their magazine-worthy spaces on a budget if you're willing to just put in a little bit of work. So I love thrifting and upcycling furniture and decor. You'll probably find me on weekends with my paint sprayer. Yes. And out there with my saw. So,
it's all about putting in that elbow grease like we were talking about earlier.
Absolutely.
And you guys are going to be blown away at some of the work that Miss Monica does. So what are some looks that you typically go with whenever you're putting together these amazing projects?
Well, even though I love living in the Coastal Bend, I'm really obsessed with Paris. So I try to infuse those traditional glam elements along with everyday living. Yeah, I know, right? Let's go. We have a dog, I have a husband, so it has to be like livable everyday luxury. And so that's what I'm kind of inspired by. So
and this is the work here that you do. I mean, this is, I'm assuming this is the before? Or?
Right. Okay. So I had actually just gotten back from a trip to Paris in 2020.
Fabulous.
And we added on to our patio, and then since then we've done several projects, the biggest one being painting our patio and doing our faux boxwood accent wall. But essentially the grand idea with this whole thing is that paint can really transform a space.
Oh my goodness,
that boxwood, yeah, and that boxwood wall does not require any water, and it holds up really well.
Goodness.
But just take your time. This space took us about 2 years to get it to this point.
And obviously worth the wait and worth all of the hard work. What inspired you to put together these amazing projects? And obviously, I mean, you said on a budget. Did it take time as well to buy everything and put all of this together? This is amazing.
For sure. The lowest cost things were definitely just painting the patio. That was really easy. It's probably less than $150 and in a weekend, although like maybe not in August or July right now. But other than that, just taking time with buying the right furniture. I think we're always in a rush to create like that dream home instantly, and sometimes it's worth waiting and doing some DIY and just really making it your own.
How do you do that? I mean, I'm sure you and your husband have different tastes. How do you accommodate your taste with his and kind of a little bit in between? Because that is absolutely surreal. I mean, that is like Pinterest worthy, everything that we just showed our friends.
For sure. Contrary to popular belief, I do run stuff by my husband Daniel and my dog Pee-wee, but overall, I just try to keep in mind that we both live there, and so I'm like, hey, this would be a great place for you and your buddies to have a beer share, or for you can put the grill right there, and the dog and I will be here.
And a perfect backdrop. That was amazing. Oh
yeah, so like I'll even see him putting like his beers, like and taking a photo for the Corpus Christi Beer Talk group, and so like it'll look all picture perfect.
I love it. So a win for both you and your husband.
Absolutely.
I love it. So what was your inspiration throughout all of this?
I think it was creating something that would stand the test of time. I mean, it's fun to be trendy, but overall, I just kept thinking like, will I like this in 5 years? Will I like this in 10 years? Does it add value to our home?
Absolutely.
So I would hope that if we ever had to sell our house, it'd be a selling point.
Well, it's definitely one of a kind, and it's an inspiration to me, and I'm sure so many who are also passionate about decor and putting together your dream home in many ways. So how can people follow you on Instagram, or can they friend you on Facebook? How can they get in touch with you for inspiration?
Always on Instagram. I'm at Monica Benavidez with a Z, so feel free to slide into my DMs and say hello.
Absolutely. So she's our coastal living hero for the day. She not only is amazing at decorating, but she actually saved a possum before coming in. So she's a woman of many, many talents, and she's just amazing. Thank you for being here today, Monica.
Thank you for having me. All right, the possum's okay.
The possum is okay, yes. Thank you again for your inspiration.